Hello everyone, I'm just setting things up. Bear with me please. Okay, I made some messages to social media. And oh, I forgot to put in the title that this is also Q&A, but I will just mention it a couple times that if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, can you guys hear me? And is the music not too loud? I guess those are my first two questions. Maybe we should make the music a little bit less loud. There we go. Okay, awesome. Welcome everyone to the Black Friday stream. So, the reason why this is special, one second, because I cannot even hear myself because of the music is too loud on my end. There we go. Okay, so the reason why the Black Friday stream is so special is mostly because this is the only time in the year where we give 50% off. So that's why I'm just planning to do a few live streams to basically promote it. So you will be seeing me a little bit more these next few days. Live stream is not going to be super special. I'm basically finalizing an environment that we've been working on and gonna take it from there. That's pretty much it. But if you have any questions or anything like that, then please let me know. Oh, you work at Playground Games. How do people still remember me? I was there for like 1 year and it was I feel like the only thing I'm known for was bug fixing because I was quite good at it, but that's about it. But glad to have another Playground Games player? No, artist. Okay. Where was I? It's always difficult to start things. Oh yeah, I did do that. Is your lead Stan? Well, I think that I'm really bad with names. I think his name was Stan. Yeah. Or not? No, wait, not Stan. Sorry, it's been so long ago. Like for me, it's been 6 or 7 years. Oh, really? I got the name right. Okay, that's impressive. So then you probably also work with Seth. Ah, Seth. And Ollie is still there also. Phil, yeah, I think I remember Phil also. Okay, that's funny. And no, Clark, I'm not a millionaire, sadly. Yeah, but honestly, by now, Playground Game has... Ah, nice. He moved up quite a bit. Yeah, Playground Games last time I worked there was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, I think, by now. So 8 or 9 years, so it's been quite a long time, to be honest. So at that point, I'm just starting to forget names, honestly. But it was really great because, of course, it was my very first time in the game industry. Okay, so basically what I need to do with this environment is I need to make it look good enough for the marketplace. And right now, this definitely just... yeah, this is too boring. What kind of room is this going to be? So people are here. I guess it's just a copy room. Let's see if there's some interesting stuff. Ah, nice. What position do you have? Gremia? I hope I said that correctly. Hi Lisa. Nice for you to be here. For the people who don't know, Lisa works for me. So she's part of the Scans Metal team. Environment artist, nice. You guys still work with fuel? I hope the engine has improved at least. Since the last time I was there. Ah, hey Kobus. Yeah, Kobus, I'm getting close. The hallway, I still need to find some visual interest. But for the rest, the reception, although the lighting is a bit too white, I mean, it works. And then over here, the office, the main scene is looking pretty good. But yeah, I definitely need to make the lighting a bit more orange, I guess. And now just working on the copy room. And maybe do some polishing on the kitchen. And after that, it's just Vista. And then that's about it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ah, you're still using fuel. That's painful. And most people don't know what I'm talking about, but Gremia works at Playground Games where I used to work, and the engine was called Fuel. And it's quite a tricky engine to work with sometimes. It makes great content, but sometimes it's still tricky. You know what I'm going to do? Because I'm getting annoyed by the lighting. I'm first going to work on that. 4,500 maybe. Yeah, let's do 4,500, and then if I push down the fog a little bit. Like, now let's keep it 2. And then if I push down the contrast a bit more, that should hopefully balance things out enough. Ooh, that's a bit too much. One second, I'll get to your questions in a bit. I'm just trying to find the right balance for the lighting here. And that's always something that I'm thinking in my head, so I cannot really talk. Oops, that's not it. 4,800 maybe. Okay, the volume is a little low, Emil. How is the volume like this? Or is it the volume of the music? I have a question. When I start a project and I want to block out the lighting with my Model block out in Unreal. I'm always not sure what to do. Do you have any tips? Keep the lighting as plain as possible. You cannot get accurate lighting if you do a block out because you don't have the colors in there yet. And lighting, like 70% of it is all about colors. So just keep it nice and basic, and that you are able to at least see your environment. And of course, if you have a sunset in your environment, getting a sunset is fine, but expect to balance it out many times. Are there any more Houdini courses in the pipeline? No, not for now. I'm very sad to announce that the Houdini course that we created performed really badly in the end. Not in terms of quality, but just in terms of the amount of people that got it, which makes it a bit hard for us to justify another course, sadly. But once that starts to change, then hopefully we can add more courses. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's such a specific topic that is quite expensive to develop, but sadly it just doesn't have the amount of interest that we need. I like how multiple people work on this project and not everyone has the same strength of PC. So sometimes the thumbnails say that the video memory has been exhausted, but that's then when you click on it, it's back to normal. Okay, I was you know what, I don't like having a printer. Oh yeah, the lighting tutorial is really good for that. I can honestly say it's probably the only lighting tutorial you ever need, at least for Unreal, in order to get a really high level grasp of things. That's why with any tutorial that has the word ultimate in it, it's something that I do. If it has ultimate in it, it often means like it has such a large amount of information that you don't need a lot of other stuff in it. Gobus, I made you a moderator. I was hoping that it will show your name in a different color, so that in case you want to stand out. And this is a tricky area. You know what? Let's get rid of that. Let's steal one of these. Let's try to make it good enough that it doesn't like clip through the thing. So I'm just trying to see if I can change the title of while live streaming. Oh yeah, it looks like I can change the title while live streaming, which is pretty nice. Okay, so something like that. Just need something to kind of like fill in this room. Doesn't have to be a lot of special stuff. I quite like these lamps. I think Santiago made them. They work really well. Although I need to add emissive, but just checking if... Yeah, here. It's almost disrespectful not to use these lights a bit more on the desks. So at this point I just basically switch back and forth between a lot of stuff. There's nothing very specific that I'm focusing on. I just want to, in general, improve the environment. And seeing as I'm live streaming, I have more than enough time. Because it's one of the few times where, when I'm live streaming, where I don't get distracted at all by stuff. I'll probably change these lights later on to have actual functionality in them. Let's just skip a few. Okay, modeled by Cobus, textured by Santi. Teamwork, that's what we call it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Except when you want to post something on your portfolio, because then you never have a completely final model. But that's just how it goes sometimes. There we go, that feels a bit nicer. These have lights, this one doesn't, but that's okay. Gonna put one more here. And one I will kinda put there. Okay, anyway, we were working on this. I guess with this one we can add some color variation later on. So I'm hoping that next or tomorrow that I will actually be doing another live stream, but this time I will just have the entire team join. Because of course you guys know me, but you don't actually know all the people I work with. So I would like to introduce everyone. Emil, will the new stylized characters course be part of the sale? Yes, it will. It will release tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And for the people who want to see the end result, yeah, I even made a nice banner for it. But let's have a look at the end result of that one. So the course that will release tomorrow is this one basically. Although this is just a grayscale version, but it's a fully stylized character, game ready. As you can see, multiple different elements, and the course goes over the entire process from start to finish. And I think it's looking really cool. So this has been done by Marco Emilio, and of course I will mention him. And he did a really good job on it. I'm really excited. This course uses Blender, ZBrush, Painter, and Marmoset, I believe. And oh no, wait, not Rism UV. I think actually UVs are done in Blender. So yeah, really cool stuff. You know what? Maybe having like this also be like some type of like a storage room, just to fill in the space a bit more, because right now I just feel like there isn't enough stuff going on. We should really make some blueprints that have like a bunch of stuff scattered around this thing, but I guess that's a little bit overkill. Yeah, I hope you guys also like the new weapon course that came out. So that one has also been in production for quite a long time. But we really wanted to create a course that has the quality that's really good. And for that I felt like I wouldn't be the right person. Because of course I can make weapons, but I'm so busy by the time that I would actually have a proper course done. Like so much time would have passed. Okay, how does that feel? If I now... Ugh, which camera is it? 6? Okay, camera 6. Let's fit this here. It's okay. I want to make the printer. Let's see. Some of these colors a little bit lighter. There we go. That fits a bit better. And I feel like I'm missing light. I do have a light here, but I have a light. It's just not very strong. So yeah, for the people joining in right now, it's the Black Friday sale, as the banner says. So you can get 50% off all the courses. So, and honestly, this is the only time in the year I do it. I do that on purpose. So it is really the only time in the year that you will get 50% off. Maybe not the absolute best timing, since most people already have a lot of holiday spending, but that's just how it is. Yeah, why not? I feel like that. I might need to fix that. Looks good. Just need to. Where is group generation? There we go. Like nothing ever happened. Okay, I think that's about it for yeah, for this room. There's just not that much that can be done. It's not really the main focus anyway. And I guess here I already did quite a bit of stuff. I guess we just finished scanning some fruit. So I guess we can also add some fruit and fix up these balls over here. But in general that's fine. Oh, I forgot to get latest on this table. 1 second. Sorry, I just need to get latest in my source control because I forgot to do that. Which should have fixed already some issues. So, how is everyone doing? Buying any cool stuff for Black Friday? Huh. Why are you still... Oh, I'm syncing the wrong project. Sorry, once again, give me a second. So, question. Hey man, what is your technique to stay motivated in the 3D area in this AI era? I'm not that worried about it. Yes, AI will probably translate over into 3D, but don't forget that 3D is an extremely technical field with so many elements. Like, it might help you out in some areas, but it's not like 2D. Like, 2D, it's quite good at replicating it, although still not close to being perfect at all, especially for commercial products. But in 3D, having an AI that can generate a very basic model with shitty topology and textures is not going to threaten the industry for quite a while. So I expect it will at least take a couple of years before you can even generate really decent stuff. And I'm in contact with some of the biggest 3D AI generation, or at least contact. I keep track of them. And even if at one point AI is replacing a lot of stuff, you still need artists to go in, to polish things up, to do art direction, to place things, to just make everything work. So don't worry too much about it. I know that it seems daunting, but in the end it's really not that big of a deal, if that makes sense. Yes, I was looking at... Ah, nice, that's fixed exactly how I wanted to. Just need to move this down. You fix one thing, and you get more issues. I feel that these textures are also a bit too dramatic for this environment. Let's make them a bit lighter. Here we go. And let's also go in and play with the materials, which I'm doing on my other screen. Yes, AI will impact many industries, but it will also move industries forward, and it will simply alter the way industries worked. You guys might not realize, but I come from a time where PBR textures were not a thing. And then PBR textures came out, and all of a sudden every single type of way that you needed to create a texture changed, because it had to be PBR accurate. Then we did that stuff. Then photogrammetry started to become this big thing. Now everything like that was complicated. You need to know how to do photogrammetry or polish photogrammetry, all that stuff. AI is also one of those. Of course, AI, the technology right now is really in a boom, so it goes quite quick, but also not that quick that it will completely alter the technology overnight, especially not with all the legal and copyright concerns. Okay, let's make a nice blueprint for this table light. Can I just like steal something? I'm going to steal this one. It's been a while since I've actually touched this script. So construction script goes in here, visibility, spotlight. I need to grab my spotlight. I don't need this one. Wait, what did I just remove? Okay. I don't need this one, so light on. Light intensity. Set intensity. There should be an easier way to just copy over stuff, you would think. Okay. Yes, you guys thought that you would see some original art, but instead it's just me copy-pasting already existing work. Which is too bad. Yeah, what Kobus is saying about how we come up with our environments. It's more about what we think people will get the most use out of for the widest audience possible. Of course, light on. Really? Still an issue. Oh, that's why. There we go. So, let's test this out. Where's my blueprints? There they are. None of this is Oh, it's because they're in the wrong variables. That's annoying. Create a light. What's the logic in not being able to? Light on. This one was a float. Flicker timer we can actually get rid of. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, and let's not forget that I need to activate those. Okay, so. You are still not showing up. What am I doing wrong here, people? Like, I know that I'm missing something, just wondering what it is. Oh, really? So, like, they use your content without knowing, or can you opt out for the content from TurboSquid? Because I also have some stuff on TurboSquid, so... Maybe because I didn't compile? Oh, that's why, because I didn't compile the stupid thing. Okay, fine. What's a good default value? 100, 500, 300. Okay, so let's set the default to 300. Let's make the radius a bit smaller. There we go. Okay, cool. Now that that is done, all I need to do is grab all of the lights and replace them with the blueprint light. There we go. And now, whenever I want, I can turn one on. Let's see if I can... Here, maybe this one I can already turn on. There we go. Yeah, that works. But I need to fix the fact that they are... Like, with these lights it's a bit annoying because the light is supposed to lit up everything. So often, in those cases, what you could try to do, but it's a little bit more expensive, is to simply add another light, but this light will just like blow up everything. Not sure if a point light is good enough, but let's just see. And it has like no shadows or anything like that. No, I think I want to turn it. I want to use another spotlight. Make it like very tiny. just ignore the fact that they don't have any cables. It's normal, at least in this case. So I'm just balancing stuff on my other screen. Okay. For now, that should kind of work. Not the most optimized, but just for some presentation. Will that by any chance work? That? No. Because I need to compile it. Let's check again. Also no. I guess I need to set the visibility instead of the intensity. Let's try that. There we go. Okay. That should already add something. It's not perfect yet because there's over here some issue, but just for now, for a quick presentation, that should work. Let me also just turn on this one. Okay, cool. I think we are at a point where things are looking good enough that I can focus on the Vista. Like, sure, it requires still a little bit of like flying around and making sure that everything is good. But let's start focusing on the Vista, for which I need to open up our city environment, because I'm just gonna steal it from there. Yeah, so good point, Cobus. So we'll also add those things and stuff like that. And she also scanned a lot of fruit, so we'll just have like some fruit in it. Might be a bit overkill for this environment to immediately have like high quality fruit scans, but should be good. Come on, city, load up. But yeah, we're gonna just make the Vista really basic. Doesn't need anything super special. Just takes a second to load. So yeah, for the people who don't know, we released a brand new course yesterday, which I think looks really awesome, which is on how to create high quality weapons in games. And you will literally learn how to create this entire thing from start to finish. Like, we don't cut out anything. And it seems like this one has actually, people seem to really like it. So take that as my personal recommendation to get it. Because it's really nice. So yeah, if you want to know how to create game-ready weapons, then you know where to find it. Now, what I'm going to do is there a way that I can just clone a section? Oh, that's interesting. There we go. But I need a good section to clone. Yeah, I guess over here should be fine. So I'm just having a think here, because what would be the best way for me to clone this? Because these buildings, they are detached from the roof. And I kind of also want to have the roads, but of course I don't want to create an entire city thing. I mean, Cobus, to be fair, what we can just do is, but we can't because of copyright, but you could theoretically just get Google Maps data and just throw that in here. But nah, for now, if I just get like a small section like this over here, and then duplicate it around, it should be fine. The only question is that it's so much data, I think if I merge it and export it, it is not going to like that, and it will also be highly unoptimized. You know what, let's just start by migrating some very specific stuff, and then I can always add roofs later on. The only thing is that cleanup is gonna be a pain, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, and Cobus, can you also go... Oh, here it's fine. Can you go past the environment and make sure that you don't have any mismatch over here, like you can see with the corners and stuff like that. That's one point. Just so that I don't have to write it down. I think I just had an advertisement in between the music. Okay, let's migrate that. I do need to head out soon because I'm also making food. I have no idea how long this stream has gone on. Just quickly check. Okay, yeah, so about an hour. So I will need to head out soon. Just to get some food since it's evening where I am. I have a feeling I'm exporting like an insane amount of meshes. But okay. Actually, ideally what I want to do is I want to literally just export the streaming level for the Vista. Oh no, wait, because Vista buildings is only the buildings. Let's check. Yeah, so that's without the roads. The reason why I'm not happy about this is because the road network is a massive scene. Here, the road network is like this giant thing with so many meshes and stuff. But I guess I can just migrate these and just worry about everything else later. Yeah, so it's interesting. So there are really not a lot of people online right now. Normally our viewers are at around 40. I'm curious, is it because of the time I chose or something I need to have a think about for tomorrow? But for tomorrow's live stream. But we'll see. But in any case, this environment is close to wrapping up. It's mostly just like creating the Vista, doing a run through with like some final changes, and for the rest it's just going to be cleaning up the project essentially, and then it will be available on Fab, even though I don't like the name. But yeah, we'll take it from there. Wow, this is taking a long time. Okay, cool. So that should now be in here. But I have a feeling that if this is going to take a long time to load, then probably what I will do is I will leave the stream here, because there's no fun in you guys just looking at stuff loading for a really long time. Oh, nice. Turns out it's not as bad as expected. Okay, so Vista. I'm basically going to delete a bunch of stuff that we don't need because it's absolute overkill, and we'll just drain performance. And then I'm literally just going to copy it. Into the other scene and take it from there. And remember, it's a Q&A if anyone has any questions, because else it will feel a bit silent, because I don't have a lot to talk about right now. Then make sure to let me know. There we go, just basically gonna get rid of all of this stuff. Okay, I think that's it for optimization. Let's go over these things. No, there are no plans for how to build a large city like this, because this takes a team of more than 10, 15 artists months to create. But basically all the techniques that we used in this environment, or almost all of them, you can already find in our existing courses. And Stella, as for the designer course, as I always recommend, if you don't know anything of it, to first follow introduction courses before you do our courses, because our courses simply often don't cover absolute basics, because there are already so many courses out there, and we rather just focus on more high level art. I mean, Go is creating proper tileable materials is still, like when they're more complex, is still a designer job, I find. But it's of course also depending on what type of job you want to get. Feel like I don't need any of this stuff. So many decals. Okay, well, I am kinda sadly running out of time here, because I have people waiting for me to have dinner. So I'll just quickly remove these things and then probably leave it off here, and we'll just continue on some other time. Okay, I thought deleting this was going to be a quick thing to do, but I guess in the end it will still take a while. Jesus, how many fences do we have in here? Oh, it's because of the lights and stuff. There we go. Okay, finally. So, that basically takes care of that. Then all I need to do is just get rid of the main roads, which I also don't need. Which luckily we made them quite clean, so it's quite a clean cutoff. There we go. Okay, so that creates already a pretty decent vista. I'll quickly just add these. So let's save. Let's go into my office. And let's go ahead and just add existing levels. There we go. We have vistas. They are really not in a good place, but if I can find where the actor is, then all I need to do is just push it all down. There we go. I mean, for a very, very quick start, I think that's already pretty decent. Now I just need to like improve that there aren't giant holes and stuff like that. But that's something I'm going to do some other time. Okay, awesome. Thanks everyone for joining the stream. Don't forget, 50% off everything on Fast Track Tutorials. I'm gonna go ahead and save my scene. And I will see you all, well, probably tomorrow. So, see y'all later. Bye.